Saudi Aramco gas testing system. Gas testing system. Gas testing is required in all locations where injury to personnel or damage to property could occur from the presence of flammable gases, toxic gases, or oxygen-enriched or deficient environments. Gas testing shall be performed before issuing work permits and either continuously or periodically during work activities, as necessary. Why is gas testing carried out? The atmosphere needs to be gas testing monitored whenever working around or inside confined spaces that contained flammable or toxic gases such as vessels, sump pits, tanks, or saws to ensure your safety. Gas testing is required to ensure a safe workplace. Gases can be hazardous in several ways. For example, when vessels are being cleaned, chances are that flammable or toxic material can be released from sludge deposit. A simple spark can ignite the vapor and create a huge explosion. In this case, continuous gas monitoring must be done. When is gas testing carried out? A gas test must be done before issuing a work permit whenever you suspect that a gas can be flammable and explosive, toxic, oxygen deficient or enrichment. Gas monitoring equipment. The Saudi Aramco approved gas monitoring equipment, MX4, MX6, are used to continuously and simultaneously to perform atmospheric gas tests to monitor the presence of combustible gases or vapors, toxic substances, and oxygen concentration in air, as required by GI 2.100. Work permits. Gas testing certification. You must have a valid gas testing certificate before you perform any gas test. As per GI 2.100, work permit system. Certificates are issued by Training Career Development and signed by your division head. You must complete a gas testing course, pass the course examination, have your certificate signed by the division head, recertify every 2 years. Gas tester responsibilities. As a certified gas tester, you will often be the first person to go into an area or confined space. You will not know the gas test results, so be careful. Flammable or toxic gases may be present. The air could be low or high in oxygen. You are at risk if you are not well prepared. Before performing gas testing, a certified gas tester should ensure the validity of the gas monitor calibration, correct gas sensors are installed, conduct pre-use checks, enter the results on the daily log, perform gas test for flammable gases, toxic gases, and oxygen in the air required by G.I.2.100, work permit, system record the gas test results on the work permit and sign. Your safety must be your first priority when testing gases. Gas tester information table. Combustible gases vapors, any reading above 0% LEL, no hot work allowed, 5% LEL to 10% LEL breathing apparatus must be used. 10% LEL or above no work, or confined space entry, allowed, hydrogen sulfide, H2S. 10 ppm or above breathing apparatus must be used, 10 ppm to 100 ppm division head must sign the permit. 100 ppm or above no work, or confined space entry, allowed, oxygen, O2, less than 20% breathing apparatus must be used and division head must sign the permit, above 23.5% no work allowed, carbon monoxide, CO, 35 ppm, 1000 ppm breathing apparatus must be used, 1000 ppm or above no confined space entry allowed. Gas tester responsibilities. As a certified gas tester, you will often be the first person to go into an area or confined space. You will not know the gas test results. so be careful. Flammable or toxic gases may be present. The air could be low or high in oxygen. You are at risk if you are not well prepared. Before performing gas testing, a certified gas tester should ensure the validity of the gas monitor calibration, correct gas sensors are installed, conduct pre-use checks, enter the results on the daily log, preform gas test for flammable gases, toxic gases, and oxygen in the air required by GI 2.100, work permit. Record the gas test results on the work permit and sign. Your safety must be your first priority when testing gases. You must stop work immediately if any alarm condition occurs and record the reason on the work permit. Before work can continue in the area, the condition causing the alarm must be corrected. Fire watch responsibilities. The fire watch is responsible for the safety of the people doing the work and also anyone affected by the work. He also helps prevent damage to plant equipment that could be exposed to a fire or an explosion. The fire watch must immediately stop the work if a hazardous condition develops. He must perform emergency procedures if an emergency occurs. Before an outside operator can be a fire watch, he must have attended the firefighting training course. Be certified to use the MX4 MX6 gas monitor. Be familiar with work permits and work permit procedures. Be certified to use the self-contained breathing apparatus. Know how to report hazardous conditions and call for assistance. Be familiar with the different sources of ignition in the plant and understand how to control them. Fire watch safety equipment. The fire watch must know how to use safety equipment required to respond to emergencies. He must have this safety equipment ready to use at the job site: fire extinguisher, gas monitor equipments, self-contained breathing apparatus, SCBA, communication equipment, portable radio or nearby phone. Before you act as a fire watch, be sure these items are readily available. Inspect them first to be sure they are in good working order. This equipment can save your life. Standby man responsibilities. Because confined spaces are sensitive job sites, 2 operators must do the work. One of them enters the confined space to do maintenance work and the other is the standby man. The standby man stands outside the confined space job site. He monitors the job site for any emergencies that might happen. If an emergency happens, the standby man rescues the other operator. The standby man will be responsible for maintaining communication with employees in the confined space, being alert for potential hazards both inside and outside the confined space, evacuating personnel if necessary, and shall never leave his position while personnel are in the confined space.